always thought about you, even after everything happened between us. I couldn't just let you go like that, not when you meant so much to me. You always had this way of making everything seem lighter, like we could be okay no matter what happened. But I couldn't forget the way you left, the way you just walked away like it didn't matter. I didn't matter. You never gave me a chance to explain myself, to show you how much you still meant to me. But I'm here now, and you have no idea how long I've wanted to say that to you. I've been waiting, watching, hoping that maybe, just maybe, you'd come back to me. I never stopped thinking about you. Every night, every day. There was never anyone else. Not for me. You're the one I wanted. The one I needed. Don't think for a second that I would let you slip away again. I can see it now. How much you've tried to push me away. You think it's easy for me to stand here, to just let you go after everything. No, it's not. But I've changed. I promise. I've learned from everything, from all of it. I know what I did to you before, and I regret it. But I'm different now. I won't hurt you again. I just need you to understand. I need you to see how much I've grown, how much I care. You can fight me, try to pull away, but I know the truth. You still care about me, don't you? Deep down, you know you do. You couldn't have forgotten everything we had, everything we shared. Not that easily. So, I'm not going to leave. Not now. Not ever again. This time, I'm not asking. I'm taking what's mine. You belong with me, and I'm going to make sure you remember that. Do you really think you can just walk away from me? It's laughable. You know, I thought I could let you go once. I told myself I had to. I tried to let you be free, but freedom isn't something you deserve, is it? You belong to me. You always have. You never really had a choice in the matter. I'm not asking for permission anymore. I'm taking you back. You've always known you were mine. I didn't just love you. I needed you. And you needed me too. You can try to deny it, but deep down, you know the truth. You can't escape this. You don't want to. I remember when you'd look at me with those soft eyes, when you'd let me take control, when you'd let me protect you. You couldn't resist me back then, and you can't now. Every part of me wants to have you close, to remind you of how much you need me, to remind you that you'll never find someone who understands you the way I do. I'll always know what you need, even before you do. I'll always be there to take care of you, to keep you safe. You don't need anyone else, and don't pretend like you do. I've always been the one you could rely on, the one who understood every little thing about you. You know that, don't you? It's okay to admit it. You don't need to fight it anymore. You're mine. You'll always be mine. I'm never going to let you forget that. I'm never going to let you go again. So don't even think about it. Just accept it. You belong to me, and that's all there is to it. You know, I used to think that maybe, just maybe, we could start fresh. I could let go of all the jealousy, the obsession. But the truth is, I can't, and I don't want to. I realize now that it's a part of who I am. It's what makes me love you the way I do. Nobody could ever make me feel the way you do. I don't want to change, and I don't need to. I know you might be scared of what this could mean for us, but you'll learn to understand. The way I care for you, the way I protect you, is something that can't be found anywhere else. You'll see. You'll learn to appreciate it, the way I cherish every moment we share. Do you think I don't remember how we used to be? How you'd fall asleep on my chest? How I'd make sure you were always okay? I remember it all. I remember how it felt to have you so close, to be your everything. and I'll do whatever it takes to get that back. I'll be everything for you again. You might be scared now, but soon you'll feel it too. You'll realize how much you've missed me, how much you need me, and I'll be right here, waiting, just like before. I know it won't be easy. I know you'll try to fight it, but in the end, you'll give in. You'll want me the same way I've always wanted you. I'll never leave you again, and you won't be able to leave me either. You'll learn to embrace this, to embrace me, just like you did before. I know I've been intense, maybe even a little overwhelming, but you have to understand something. I did it because I care about you. I care about you more than anyone else ever could. Every part of me wants to take care of you, to keep you safe, to make sure nothing and no one ever gets in the way of what we have. I don't want anyone else near you. You're mine, and I'm going to make sure it stays that way. I know you're starting to see it now. You're starting to understand just how much I want you. But it's not just about possession. It's about being the one person you can count on. I've always been there for you, haven't I? I've been the one who's never turned my back on you. The one who's always known what you needed before you even said a word. Do you remember how it felt when I would take care of you? When everything was calm and simple? When we didn't have to worry about anything except being together? I want that back. I want to hold you, to be the one you lean on when everything else falls apart. I don't need anything else but you. I've always been here, and I'll always be here. I promise you that. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. None of that matters now. What matters is that I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. I'll be whatever you need me to be. And I know you'll come to understand that. You'll come to see that the only place you belong is with me, right here by my side. You're not going to fight it anymore. You'll fall right back into my arms, and we'll pick up where we left off. Just you and me. I've been thinking about this for so long, about how things could be different between us. I know I haven't always been perfect. I've made my mistakes, and maybe I went a little too far at times. But you know what I'm willing to change for you? I'll be the person you need me to be. I'll be gentler, kinder, more patient. I'll do whatever it takes to make you feel safe with me again. I want you to understand that what I did, the way I behaved, it wasn't because I didn't love you. It was because I loved you too much. When you left, when you walked away from me, it shattered something inside. I needed you, and I couldn't bear the thought of losing you. But now that you're here again, I'll never let go. Not this time. I can see it in your eyes. You're starting to trust me again, aren't you? It's okay. You don't have to hide it anymore. I know you've been afraid of what I might do, but I'll never hurt you. Not anymore. I've learned from my mistakes. Now, all I want is to be the one who makes you feel whole, to be the one you turn to when you need comfort, when you need someone to care for you. I'll protect you, just like I always promised. I'll give you everything you need, everything you deserve. You're my priority, now and forever. I know you've been through a lot, and maybe you're still afraid of what's to come. But don't worry. We'll take this slow, one step at a time. You'll see this time. Things will be different. This time, we'll be okay. You think you can just walk away from me and everything will go back to normal, don't you? You fooled yourself. I can see it in your eyes, the way you try to act like nothing happened. But I know you better than anyone. I know what you need, what you crave, even if you don't want to admit it. You've always been so easy to read, so vulnerable to me. I know how much you missed me, how much you need me around. try to push it away, but deep down, you want this too. You want me, just like I want you. It's always been that way, hasn't it? No matter what happened, we always came back to each other. You can pretend all you want, but I know better. You'll never be happy without me. You can go out there, try to make things work with someone else, but I'll be right here waiting, and you'll come back. You always do. I don't need to ask for permission. I'm not asking anymore. You're mine, and you always will be. The sooner you accept that, the better. You don't have to be scared of me anymore. I won't hurt you. I just want you to stay with me. I'm not going to let you go, ever again. You don't need anyone else. You never did. All you need is me.